optimal prolactin levels and free T levels?
Another great question, and I know you've had this, you've heard about this a lot on prolactin.
This video is sponsored by MeWe, the #1 pick for men on TRT. Check out this clear skin salicylic cleanser, the most powerful acne cleanser, deeply unclogs pores and prevents future acne inflammations. Shop now at MeWe's using the link in the description under this video.
Again, prolactin, many things can affect the production of prolactin. Sexual intercourse. If you have sex a few days before your blood test, you may have a mild increase of prolactin. The upper limit of normal in most labs of prolactin is 15. We don't start worrying about it until you get 3 times above that, 45 to 50. So I do see a lot of patients. I actually stopped checking prolactin on my follow-up labs. I always do it in my original labs, my complete lab, my first labs, because if somebody comes with ED, you want to check a prolactin. Because if you have a high prolactin level, more than 50, it can be worrisome. And we need to check if you don't have a hyperprolactinoma, a benign tumor in the pituitary that can secrete this. And actually, you know, what I like to talk about is those EDCs, the endocrine disrupting chemicals. So there is an increase of prolactinomas in our society. We don't know yet where it's coming from, but I again suspect that all those pesticides and the toxins and the radiations that we're exposed to on a daily basis may be driving this. There's no science that bases that, but the increase is too much. So again, to answer that question, I don't chase prolactin levels. If it's less than 50, I don't even make a big deal out of it. Another thing, we see peptides. Some peptides may increase prolactin production. One of them, samorelin, for sure. It is clearly documented. So we have patients who may take some supplements, some peptides. They may not even tell you everything. They have a mild increase in prolactin. I tend not to do a big deal out of it. I know some guys like to use cabergoline for better sexual performance. That's definitely something I stay away from. If your prolactin level is really seriously above limit, we need to do a workup. So that's when we may need to do an MRI, specifically looking into the pituitary to see if you have a micro pituitary adenoma. And then if it is, maybe an endocrinology evaluation with possible medication to help you with this. But that is a very specific targeted approach. But I don't chase prolactin levels.
Yeah. And what about the free T levels? What are the optimal free T levels?
Again, same thing. So optimal is always something difficult to do. The labs that we use, the free T is usually between 5 up to 25. That's the quest. We know from this, I like to see it closer in the 30 to 40 range. But I have patients, if they started maybe out of 5, and they go up to 18, and they tell me, Doc, I feel great. Should I get it higher? I'm like, why do you want to get it higher if you feel great? If you don't feel as good, and I go very detailed with my patients about how they are feeling, physically, emotionally, sexually, mentally. And if you're not at your best, yeah, can we push it to the mid 30s? We can, but it is really a one-on-one conversation.